It's the Cricket Party. It's Cam and Mackie. We're back. Today we're going to talk about, since it's about halfway through the year, we're going to talk about the best of 2017 video game wise so far. The best. This is going to be a 3-part video.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3 parts. Part 1, which is this one.
This one right here
is what we have played so far in 2017. Our top 5.
Well, I already know we're very different from each other, but it's probably going to be very different from what you've played, mainly because I only own Nintendo systems. So, but we're following up with the top 5 that we have not played that we want to. So, you know, you'll see probably a lot more there. Well, let's stop jibber-jabbering on and let's get down to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start off with my top 5. Coming in at number 5, we have ARMS. The new Nintendo game. Even though I'm terrible at it, the game is super charming, and even though the game is pretty bare bones, you know, it basically comes down to rock, paper, scissors. We've already seen, if you've been watching any tournaments or videos on this game, it is very involved. It works as a fighting game for that reason.
And it's already, like, people are talking about esports with it.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
That is cool.
Nintendo doesn't really do esports, but now we've got ARMS, Rocket League, and
Splatoon. Well, they already said, you know, they don't mind if people do esports of their games. They personally want to stay out of the way. Mm-hmm. They know that's not their bag. They're not here for esports. They're just here for the fun part.
They're here for fun.
Number 4, we have Graceful Explosion Machine. Now, I know probably nobody's heard of this game.
It's really hard.
But it was one of the, I think it was a launch title for the Switch. It's an eShop title, download only. I think it was about $12 or so, maybe 12, 15 bucks. But it's an old school chump. If you've ever played, like, I can't remember the name of the game. I used to play it all the time, but
it's a little like Super Crazy on Drugs Asteroids.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the game. There were a bunch of games back in like the Super Nintendo and Genesis era where there were like side-scrolling shumps. You try to get combos as long as possible. It's really hard. There's enemies just flooding the screen, but the game itself has a lot of style, and I like the old school feel of it. So.
I couldn't even beat the tutorial. So,
at number 3, if there was any surprise on this list, it would be what I have at number 3 is Mashtown. And I know probably one person knows what this game is, and that's Alyssa. Shout out to Alyssa because she plays Mashtown as well. But it's an iPhone and Android game, match 3 game. Getting hungry?
Yeah.
No, we'll eat after this.
I was going to say, we haven't filmed, or we haven't eaten yet, so we're filming before lunch.
Filming before lunch. But Mashtown at number 3, it's just super deep and super long for a game of its ilk, and it's kind of fun. Like, yeah.
He said Mashtown was his number 3, and before this, I looked at him and I was like, what game is that? But, you know.
I'll put it like this. You know,
I've seen him play it.
We talked about Magic Kart Jump.
Right.
I play way more Mashtown than Magic Kart Jump. Way more. It's way deeper.
Super solid.
Super solid game. Haven't spent any real money on it either.
That's good.
At number 2, we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I know is it's not on your list. It's an old game, I know that, but you know, the re-release gets on here because we play it that much at my house.
Yeah.
We play it all the time.
Like, you guys still even play Mario Kart 8.
Like, oh yeah, if for instance, if I take the Switch, Sam and Michael boot up Mario Kart 8 just to play Mario Kart 8. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is something that literally gets played in my house weekly, at least once a week, but everybody in it.
Oh yeah.
So it gets put on the list. Plus, it's just a great game.
It's
and then
fantastic.
coming in at number 1 is none other than The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. That's not a surprise. I've already said I think this is the best game I've ever played, and it's no surprise that it sits at number 1 on this list, and deservedly so.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, so I see at yours you have ARMS at number 4 and Breath of the Wild obviously at number 1.
Right.
But let's go over the other things you got on there.
All right. So, yeah, like Cam mentioned before, he mainly plays Nintendo stuff. So I've got a couple on here that aren't Nintendo, so, coming in at number 5, I've got Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. It's not even the fact that it's got, Dream Drop Distance on it. I basically love it because of the 0.2, and I know Cam's just looking at me like nonsensically naming things.
You're basically speaking Chinese.
I know.
I don't know what you're saying.
Right. The tech demo for Kingdom Hearts 3 is what made this the number 5 on my list. I just hope I get to play Kingdom Hearts 3 before I die. Please.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be waiting for Half-Life 3.
Exactly. So at least Kingdom Hearts 3 is announced, and Nomura has said he's working on it. So enough about that. Fantastic game. Great tech demo. Coming in at number 4, like we mentioned, ARMS. Absolutely love it. I'm actually kind of good at it, which is surprising. I normally
trash at that game.
I'm trash at fighting games.
It still made my top 5.
I was going to say,
tells you how good it is.
It's got a ton of charm. Actually, I think today we get Max Brass.
We do. It is the 12th. No, wait, it's the 12th. It's the 12th.
Oh,
so
tomorrow,
by the time you guys see this,
we'll have Max
Brass.
So, so ARMS is great. Ton of charm. Great potential. Coming in at number 3 on my list is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This is a game that when it came out, I was kind of like, alright, another Resident Evil. Played the demo for it and had to change my pants a couple times. It plays almost like a horror movie, and it's really, really good. But it's a completely interactive horror movie, and I had Redboxed it, so the day I returned it to Redbox, I bought it.
Wow.
So I was sold on it from the first time that I touched the game. And it's scary, it's fun, it's great if you've got, you're playing it at night and you've got a room full of people basically playing it with you, interacting with the game with you. So that's why that one comes in at number 3. Number 2 on my list is Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. I've already put a solid 30 hours on this game, and I'm on the last chapter.
I know you're a big Fire Emblem fan. So
I am the biggest Fire Emblem fan. When they announced that this one was coming out, I was super psyched because it's a remake of Gaiden, which is one that we didn't get in America. So the fact that, I don't know, I just got to play a title that was unreleased in America before is kind of a big deal to me. The characters are great, the art is great, the tactics are great. I'm going to have a review of it coming up pretty quick here, cool. So check that out. And then, as we mentioned before, number 1 is Breath of the Wild. It is hands down the best game, the most polished game, the best just everything game that I've ever played.
Yeah, I don't think we could gush about Breath of the Wild enough. If you literally gave us all day, I think we'd still have stuff to say about it.
Absolutely.
Now, let's go into our honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
I'll let you take this one first.
So, my honorable mentions, my first one is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that's only because...
It's actually a 4-year-old game.
It's a 4-year-old game. I love it. I play it daily. And it's beautiful. It's one of the best kart racers I've ever played. But because it's a 4-year-old game, I just couldn't put it on my list.
I remember this game, when it came out, it got higher reviews than the original Mario Kart 8 because the battle mode was actually back from
Yes.
the old games. I know Mike and I have played Battle Mode a couple times, but we don't. I mean, that's not what we play Mario Kart 8 for.
No, you play Mario Kart 8 to talk trash and to win.
So for my only honorable mention, I have Bye Bye Box Boy.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't heard me talk about Box Boy, you will hear me talk about Box Boy. And for all those that just watched the Cricket Party, you'll hear more about Box Boy in the future. The only reason it did not make the list is because Bye Bye Box Boy, the third game in the series, is actually the weakest game in the series. But the Box Boy trilogy, you will definitely be hearing about later.
I've got one more honorable mention to wrap up this video, and Cam, get ready. We got some more nonsensical names here. It is Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 HD Remix. I know. It's just a re-release of the 1.5 HD Remix and 2.5 HD Remixes that they did for PlayStation 3. But I don't have a PlayStation 3 anymore. So, the fact that I can play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and Rechain of Memories and Birth by Sleep and watch the cutscenes for 358 over 2 days and for Recoded. Yeah, so it's awesome. The games also play at 60 frames a second, which actually really mess with you the first couple times you play it. Buddy of mine, shout out to Phil, Alyssa's husband, he said he actually got sick because of the camera. But, it didn't make me sick. Fantastic, just compilation of games. And, that's my second honorable mention.
You said a lot of things in there.
I did.
No idea what you were talking about. All right, those are our top 5 games played for 2017. Let us know what you've played in comments or on our Twitter page, and maybe we'll catch those coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll catch you guys in the next one.